Hey math menders, have you ever wondered how to subtract big numbers when the top number is too small? Today on Math Menders Academy, we're going to learn two-digit subtraction with regrouping in a super fun and easy way. Grab your pencil and let's become subtraction champions. Before we start subtracting, let's quickly review place value. In the number 45, the digit 4 represents 4 tens, and the digit 5 represents 5 units. Understanding tens and units helps us subtract two-digit numbers accurately and with confidence. Now, let's dive into our subtraction lesson step by step. Let's look at example 1. We want to subtract 21 from 45. First, we write the numbers in columns. Tens on the left, units on the right. We start with the units column. 5 minus 1 equals 4. No borrowing is needed here. Now, moving to the tens column. For minus 2 equals 2. So, 45 minus 21 equals 24. In example 2, we want to subtract 24 from 67. First, we carefully line up the numbers according to their place values. Tens under tens and units under units. Now, let's start from the units column. We subtract 4 from 7, and that gives us 3. Next, we move to the tens column. We subtract 2 from 6, and that gives us 4. So, 67 minus 24 equals 43. Excellent work, superstars! You're doing an amazing job learning subtraction step by step. Now, let's look at example 3. We want to subtract 16 from 58. First, we line up the numbers correctly according to their place values. Tens under tens and units under units. We begin from the units column. We subtract 6 from 8, and that gives us 2. Next, we move to the tens column. We subtract 1 from 5, and that gives us 4. Therefore, 58 minus 16 equals 42. Fantastic job, superstars! You're becoming more confident in subtracting two-digit numbers. Now, what happens when the number in the units column is smaller than the number we want to subtract? Let's look at this example. 52 minus 18. First, we line up the numbers correctly according to their place values. Tens under tens and units under units. We always begin from the units column. But here, we cannot subtract 8 from 2 because 2 is smaller than 8. So what do? We borrow 1 10 from the 5 tens. After borrowing, the 5 tens become 4 tens, and the 2 units become 12 units. Now we can subtract easily. 12 minus 8 equals 4. Next, we move to the tens column. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Therefore, 52 minus 18 equals 34. Excellent job, superstars! You're learning how to subtract with borrowing step by step, like real math champions. Now, let's move to example 2, 63 minus 27. First, we line up the numbers carefully according to their place values. Tens under tens and units under units. We begin from the units column. But this time, we cannot subtract 7 from 3, because 3 is smaller than 7. So, we borrow 1 10 from the 6 tens. After borrowing, the 6 tens become 5 tens, and the 3 units become 13 units. Now we can subtract easily. 13 minus 7 equals 6. Next, we move to the tens column. 5 minus 2 equals 3. Therefore, 63 minus 27 equals 36. Amazing work, superstars! You're getting better and more confident in subtraction with borrowing. Now, let's look at example 3, 71 minus 26. First, we arrange the numbers correctly according to their place values. Tens under tens and units under units. We begin from the units column, but we cannot subtract 6 from 1, because 1 is smaller than 6. So, we borrow 1 10 from the 7 tens. After borrowing, the 7 tens become 6 tens, and the 1 unit becomes 11 units. Now we can subtract easily. 11 minus 6 equals 5. Next, we move to the tens column. 6 minus 2 equals 4. Therefore, 71 minus 26 equals 45. Fantastic job, superstars! You're becoming experts in subtraction with borrowing step by step.
It's quiz time!
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky painted with dreams, we're chasing the echoes of silent screams.